Okay, so now let's continue. Let's go to part 2 of the conjugations section. So we learned about the verb ser, which means to be. Ser and the conjugations. So let's give some examples. So the first example would be yo soy una niña. So yo soy means I am. Una niña, a girl. I am a girl. Yo soy una niña. So very simple. Yo, I, soy, to be. So basically, I am una niña, a girl. And the next one, here we have tú eres un hombre. You are a man. Tú eres un hombre. Tú eres un hombre. So if we go back to the conjugator really fast, you can actually see them. Yo soy, I am. Tú eres, you are. Él, ella, usted es. Nosotros somos. Vosotros sois. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son. And in every practice lesson that we have, I'm gonna put the conjugation. So for reference right there. So if you want to know what the conjugation is, it will always be there for reference on the bottom right side. So yes, tú eres un hombre. You are a man. Tú eres un hombre. And the next one, the first one is él es un doctor. He is a doctor. So yes, doctor, doctor. Él es un doctor. So very simple. Él es, he is, un doctor, a doctor. And the next one, the same thing can be done for women. Ella, she, ella. Él, he, ella, she. Ella es una doctora. She is a doctor. Ella es una doctora. Ella es una doctora. Doctor. Oh, this is one thing, because doctor means doctor. So, but doctor refers to a masculine doctor. If it's female, you would add an A. Doctora. So, doctor is masculine. Doctora is feminine. Doctora. Same thing for teacher. For example, teacher would be maestro for male teachers and maestra for female teachers. So you basically follow the same rule of changing the letter O to letter A. And in some jobs, you just add the letter. So you just add the letter A. So if it doesn't end in a vowel, you just add the letter A for some jobs. And the next one. Usted es una mujer. You are a woman. Usted es una mujer. So simple, usted es, you are. So all of these three, él, ella, usted, are on the same category for the same conjugation. Es, él es, ella es, usted es. And the next one, here we have nosotros. Nosotros somos niños. This means that we are boys, or it also means we are kids. Nosotros somos niños, we are boys or we are kids. And the reason behind this is because if you have a mixed gender, for example, one boy and one girl, all of them become kids. So we use the masculine form, niños, basically kids, niños, and also boys. So depending on the context, you know what they're talking about. The next one, nosotras somos niñas. So nosotras is we all, but female. Somos niñas, are girls. So if all of them are girls, you say nosotras somos niñas. If you add one boy into their group, now it becomes nosotros somos niños, because eventually everything becomes kids. So now it's nosotros, because masculine takes precedence when it comes to mixed genders. And the next one. Vosotros sois hombres. You are men. Vosotros sois hombres. And vosotros is only used in Spain, so remember that one. If you don't want, it's good to know that they use them, but you can also just go for ustedes, and it's equally understandable. Ustedes son hombres basically means the same. So I always say ustedes, but that's because I'm not from Spain. And if you go to Spain or you talk to somebody from Spain, everybody will understand anyways. But just so you know, people in Spain might say vosotros, so if you hear it, now you know what it means. The next one. Vosotras sois mujeres. You are women. Vosotras sois mujeres. So vosotras, you are, for Spain, the female version. Vosotras sois mujeres. And the next one. Ellos son estudiantes. They are students. Ellos son estudiantes. They are students. So simple, ellos son, they are. Estudiantes means students. Estudiantes. So it's a little similar to English. Like if you remove the S, you have estudiantes, which sounds a lot to students. So yes, a lot of Spanish words are similar to English. The next one. Ellas son maestras. They are teachers. Ellas son maestras. They are teachers. So if it's male, so maestras is teacher, but feminine. If they are male, you would say maestros. Ellos son maestros if they were masculine. Or if they were mixed gender, still, ellos son maestros. They are teachers. So yes, but if it's only women, son maestras. Ellas son maestras. Okay, and the next one. Here we have, ustedes son maestros. You are teachers. Oh, just what I was saying. So this one is mixed. So you basically use the male version. Ustedes son maestros. You are teachers. Ustedes, you all are teachers. Ustedes. If it's only one, you would say usted es maestro, you formal. You can also say tú eres maestro, but tú is informal. And whenever you talk to a teacher, you tend to go for the formal one of usted. Usted es maestro, you formal. Okay. And let's try another one. We also have this verb, to have. So in Spanish, when you say to have, you use tener. And let's check it out right here. If we use the conjugator, we can just check it out. Tener, we click here. And here we have the conjugations. Yo tengo, tú tienes, él, ella, usted tiene, nosotros tenemos, vosotros tenéis, ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. So my recommendation is to play around with a Quizlet because you will notice that the endings in many of these ones are similar. So in many words, the endings will be similar, so you start to notice a pattern. So you can actually follow that pattern and it becomes easier. So yes, always check out with the not the Quizlet, the conjugator. So the conjugator helps you a lot. So it's my biggest recommendation. So let's try some examples. So the first one, as you can see on the right side, we have the reference conjugations. Yo tengo una manzana. I have an apple. Yo tengo. I have an apple. So yeah, tener, to have. Tener is mostly used for to have, but related to possession, something that you possess. Yo tengo una manzana. I have an apple. So simple, yo tengo, I have, manzana, apple, una, en. So you also have this thing right here for extra reference. And the next one. Tú tienes unas naranjas. Tú tienes, you have, unas naranjas, some oranges. Tú tienes unas naranjas. You have some oranges. And the next one. Él tiene un plátano. He has a banana. And the reason behind this is because sometimes when we refer to animals, we also use él. For example, if it's a monkey, we would say él tiene un plátano. Or you can say él without the accent, the monkey, el chango. The word for monkey is chango. El chango tiene un plátano, such as the monkey has a banana. Or in some cases, we say él as a way of saying he. He has a banana. Él tiene un plátano. So yeah, even we use genders for the monkeys or animals. So for example, if you have a dog and it's a female dog, you can say ella tiene comida. She has food. So yes, we also use él and ella for animals. But you can also just skip this and say el perro, the dog. Or yeah, la perra, the dog, the female dog. So yes, either one of both. The next one. Ella tiene un jugo de naranja. Jugo de naranja, orange juice. Ella tiene, she has an orange juice. Ella tiene un jugo de naranja. And the next one. Usted tiene una zanahoria. You have a carrot. Usted tiene una zanahoria. Zanahoria means carrot. Usted, you formal. Tiene, to have. You have a carrot. The next ones. Nosotros, we. Nosotros tenemos mangos. We have mangoes. And I'm using nosotros because it can be male and it can also be mixed. So if you're with your wife, for example, you can also say nosotros tenemos mangos. We have mangoes. So yes, nosotros. And nosotras, let's see the example. Nosotras tenemos tomates. So using nosotras means that there's only women. So you are with a group of women. Nosotras, and you're also women. Nosotras tenemos tomates. We have tomatoes. Nosotras tenemos tomates. And so if you're going to use nosotras, make sure you're actually female. Because if you're male and you say nosotras, it implies that you yourself is also female. So yeah, make sure if you're male, you'll probably only use nosotros in your whole life. So if you're a female, you can use both nosotros or nosotras, depending on the context. Okay, and depending on the context of who you're hanging out with, who you are together with. Nosotras tenemos tomates. We have tomatoes, tomates. And the next example. Ellos tienen niños. They have children. Ellos tienen niños. They have children. So simple. Ellos tienen. They have. The next one. Ellas, which is only for women. Ellas tienen arroz. They, female, have rice. Ellas tienen arroz. So simple. Arroz, rice. They have rice. The next example. Ustedes tienen unos panes. You all have some breads. Ustedes tienen unos panes. You all have some breads. So yeah, all of you have some breads. Ustedes, you all. Tienen, to have. Unos, some. Panes, breads. So this is actually quite simple. So the conjugations are simple, you just need some practice and you will get them. And you can also use some other verbs. For example, ir, which means to go. Ir, to go. And if you just go to the conjugator, you can basically just play around with it. So you can just type ir. You can also type them in English and then click on the translation for Spanish. And there you go, yo voy, tú vas, and all of the conjugations. You can also click here on the right side and you can hear the pronunciation.
Vamos.
So yeah, this is quite helpful too. Okay, let's go back to class and let's see. So we also have, for example, other ones such as querer, which means to want. Querer, to want. Querer. And from there you conjugate yo quiero, tú quieres. You can just plug them into the conjugator for practice. We also have poder, which means to be able to. Poder, to be able to. Poder. We have caminar, to walk. Caminar. Caminar. And we also have correr, to run. Correr. Caminar, to walk. Correr, to run. Correr. We also have comer, to eat. Comer, to eat. Comer. And beber, to drink. Beber. Comer, to eat. Beber, to drink. And leer, which means to read. Leer. And hablar, to speak. Leer, to read. Hablar, to speak. We also have cocinar, to cook. Cocinar. And escribir, to write. Cocinar is to cook. Escribir, to write. And another one, manejar, to drive. Manejar. Nadar, to swim. Nadar. Manejar, to drive. Nadar, to swim. So all of these ones, we're actually gonna go through all of them in the future, one by one, depending on what we're gonna talk about. And you will basically learn all of them. And I'm just giving you these ones as examples so you can plug them in into the conjugator and play around with it. But in the future, we will go through all of them and it will make it way more simple to remember. So that's it for this one. And thanks for watching. So now it's your turn to practice Spanish. You can find the lessons Quizlet by going into the lecture resources folder. Thanks for watching.